Hi Gemini, welcome to your harsh truth reading for the month of March. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. All right, Gemini. Okay. King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Three of Wands. So, someone is wanting to make a decision or might be deciding about if it's worth it or not, if it's worth it to end things or just kind of starting to do the fade. Maybe they want to see what's better out there, or maybe there's some starting to wonder if an online relationship is worth it and the distance is starting to get in the way. Could be that. All right, now I got to shuffle again. It's Gemini. Gemini. Hello, Gemini. All right. Gemini. All right, Gemini. The Hanged Man. So you could be dealing with a Pisces or, in fact, a situation in limbo because distance might be an issue. This might have been an online relationship that has promised or had promised, but there's the question of things moving forward or the relationship kind of regressing because, you know, there could be some emotional distance, if not physical distance. All right. Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Page of Wands. All right. Wow. So So we got a marriage here. This is a marriage, a connected, committed partnership. This is, you know, a couple that has been together or is communal in the sense that there's shared resources at this point and there's things done together as a couple. This is Ten of Wands. What I don't get is we got this marriage, we got this communal connection here, and yet you don't want things to work out or you don't want someone to do the right thing. What is that? Why? Is this an affair? What's this Four of Wands about? Soulmate connection that is cheating or that is married and otherwise occupied? Is this a third-party situation and you're the one that's... Is there three people involved here? This is Ten of Wands. This is Ten of Wands. King of Pentacles and the Hermit. Okay, so someone might be thinking that this is just too much to bear. This situation, whatever it is just too much to bear, and they'd be better off only having to worry about themselves. So we've got a marriage and then issues from the past, perhaps past indulgences, or it almost feels like a relationship, a marriage or a committed, connected partnership might be affected by past issues of indulgences, past cheating, past something that kind of gets excessive or out of hand, and it's a cycle and it gets in the way of the relationship. But why don't you want them to do the right thing or give to what is just? Why don't you want balance? Which makes me think that this might be an affair because you don't want this person to do the right thing and go back to just their marriage. This looks like an affair with somebody that you feel is a soulmate. And this person might be like, or you might be like, you know what, this is just too much, I'm out. You could be dealing with a Virgo. It could be, because this is Virgo also. So we got Virgo here twice. It could be Capricorn or Taurus, but it's somebody that just decides to go it alone and only worry about themselves because the situation is just too much to handle. What's this Six of Pentacles about? All right. I think that's speaking to you. You don't want to have to be in the position to where you're always doing the right thing. You're always the one making the sacrifices. You're always the one that is giving towards this situation, this unhealthy situation. Could be Capricorn. Could be Pisces or Cancer, but you're giving towards this you're giving so much, you're the only one giving towards this situation that is not balanced, basically, because you're the one having to make all the sacrifices. You're the one having to make the adjustments and whatnot. Why? Because this is probably a third party situation, or this is a marriage that you've had for quite some time, but this person has a pattern of doing something that gets in the way and erodes at the connected, committed partnership. Porn, gambling, drinking too much, she's shopping too much, he's, always gone with the guys too much, or something like that. But this is, and I know that was way stereotypical, but I mean, point is that something is getting in the way of things moving forward, and you don't want to have to be the one that's always basically over giving and making the adjustments in this situation, and you're not sure how the future is going to work out. It's like, am I deluding myself? There's just so much uncertainty about the stability of this relationship and the progress and trajectory of where it's going. You might feel held back. You might feel like this is just an unhealthy, toxic situation, Gemini. And I'm going to try and bring this back in focus. Did it work? It did not. Damn it. All right, give it a minute. Okay. Not sure why it's not focusing, but okay. We've got the Four of Pentacles here. It's going to bug me. Sheesh. You would like balance and order restored. We got 2 4s here. 2 4s yeah, 2 4s is insomnia. So this is something that probably has been heavily on your mind or keeping you both up at night. You would like balance and order restored. You would like this person not to become resolute and stubborn and defensive. You probably don't want to become resolute and stubborn and defensive, but you both might be headed there, because if this one's interested in keeping, if they feel imprisoned by this and there's shame and they can't stop it, maybe they don't want to stop it. And you're just like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of having to be the one that's always kind of giving and making the accommodations. I don't think you want this to reach the point where you're like, I'm about done, and the other person's like, well, fine, because they're defensive, So balance and order restored here. That would be helpful, right? What's this Four of Pentacles about? Wanting some peace and quiet and being in your own environment. Balance and order restored, getting the wish that you want, getting what you want, and waiting to. But you know what though? I feel like this isn't waiting so much as I feel like you're finally able to get to a place where you can be patient and pensive, like you can be contemplative or think about things. This could be self-preservation, would be something that would. You know what though? There's a smug sense of winning. Are you waiting for someone to make a decision and then they've kind of cut you off and you're waiting to hear about a decision? This right here feels like winning, like somebody firmly reestablished control and they won. This feels smug to me. It's like it was very satisfied with yourself and your efforts. So, and we got the Three of Wands here. And is this someone choosing you, reprioritizing you, and balance being restored, and you're just like, yay, I won? I'm telling you, this has this whole, like, nothing would make you happier than to have balance restored, and this person to, for you two to start talking about progress moving forward, right? But this feels smug. These two together feel smug. About somebody is like really happy that they got chosen, or that they are back in the seat of control, that they're the one that won. That's interesting. That power is restored and you're like, okay, good. Maybe it's not winning over someone else, but it's like balance is restored. That, hey, somebody's back in control. Like things are back in control. But this is a situational wish. So if it's not that someone chose you and things are winning and you're talking about moving forward, this is you wanting things to be back to normal or back under your purview. And then you two can talk about what you're going to do for the future. But it doesn't feel like that's going to happen. It doesn't feel like this is going to get reined in. Even at best, this is situational. This is, okay, this right here This feels like, okay, I just want balance restored. I just want control again. I just want things to be ordered and make sense again. And this is saying it's right here that it doesn't on a grand scale. That you're constantly, because this is only a situational wish that would be granted, it's almost like you'd be happy if you got that things are not very stable. And it's like the best you could hope for is just to take it day by day. You'd just be happy if there was a certain period in your relationship where things were calm and stable. That would make you happy. You'd start there. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of wands here. And the only thing that's stable is the amount of effort that you put in, because that's what this is saying over here. So I think you're looking for a starting point. You're looking for some sort of semblance of control, of security, of some efficacy in the relationship. And you'd be willing to wait if you knew that it would eventually be this. This could also be speaking to distance, but I feel like this is more about waiting for someone to make a decision for things to move forward. And if you could just get a starting point, that's what would be like, okay, we can go from here. Because this feels very temporary and situational. And then we have the Page of Wands here. What's this Page of Wands about? You don't want that defensiveness. What's this Page of Wands about? Seven of Swords. Oh, all right. Gemini, I'm sorry, but no. This behavior is not going to change. Either this is a long-established pattern with you, or this is somebody you've been married to for quite some time that's been doing this, and you're always having to make up the emotional difference or otherwise in the relationship. Make up the difference and distance, literally, in the emotional connection. And it's always this person. This is a Page of Wands, and this would suggest that they're always on the lookout for the next best thing, or in addition to what they already have. There's always going to be an interest elsewhere. And this is also a page instead of a king. This is the beginnings of interest, romance, passion, career, inspiration, all of that. This is the beginning stirrings. This is messages of. This is not anything in full force. Like we're not moving along the path. This is interest in. So we got the Seven of Wands, Swords here, which suggests doing something under stealth, being sneaky, strategic, outright lying, cheating, betrayal, deception, that sort of thing. And disappointment and sadness. So it looks like that this pattern of them doing something against the relationship is not going to change. Hence, this is probably you realizing there's nothing you can do about this situation until somebody else changes, or until you make a decision to change. But as it stands now, you are affected by this situation, but you have no control over it. And it's torturous, basically. So there's nothing to be done, nothing that you can do about this situation. This is also a time of things being hands off, of things being in limbo, not moving forward. So whether you're still in proximity with this person, like you're still in the same marital home or still connected as a couple, things are stagnant and not moving forward. Gemini. Truth. Get to the bottom of it. This is about you seeing things for what they are and realizing that it's probably always going to be this way. This recurring pattern of them probably prioritizing other things over you, if not outright cheating with another person on the relationship. That it's always going to be this way. And I think this is saying that you need to look at things closely. Right now, it's like everything's unclear and murky, but part of that deception and betrayal and denial and illusion is self-betrayal, self-delusion, and not seeing things for what they are. Granted, this person could have something to do with that, like they're obscuring the truth, they're not being forthright, they're, duplicitous, they're lying, whatever, but, because we see that here. But at the same time, there comes a point where you can't not know what you know. Like you can't negotiate, you can't justify anymore. You know on some level that things are not right, that I'm giving way more than I should have to in this relationship. It's supposed to be reciprocal, it's not. And they just don't value you the way you do them. Gemini. shared values, common goals, feeling at one with the other. Okay, two things. This could be that this is what you need to seek out to kind of ground you if you decide to leave this situation. You're going to need some support and some grounding. Okay? So this speaks to finding like-minded people that will support you and help you through this. Friends, like-minded friends. This could also say that in order to get along with this person or to be able to coexist in this situation, you've had to basically be what else, kind of lose yourself and identify with what this person perceives you as or what they want you to be in order to go along with the relationship. Otherwise, it's almost like there's no place for you because it's either their way or the highway. And so this is about possibly having made so many changes just so you could fit in. Be careful of losing your identity and following a path that may not be yours. And that might be part of what this unhealthy situation is here. Okay, so just look at am I changing myself too much? Am I asking too much of myself? That sort of thing. And please be open to the truth. I'm gonna say it's gonna suck. It's gonna be painful finding out the truth. And I honestly, this is at a page level as far as reciprocity. We got the moon and the devil here. This is a situation where it might be a long-standing relationship, but it's never going to move beyond a certain point. Control might be an issue in this relationship. Someone might have an addiction that gets in the way, That just something other than you is always going to be a priority. All right, Gemini. Two things for Gemini. What would their person say to them, Gemini? Gemini. One. Two. Okay. Got all kinds of cards, Gemini. All right, Gemini. Pride and ego. Fall. That's pivotal, right? Awakening. All right. We got truth and awakening here, Gemini. You can't not know what you know. You're probably watching this reading and you're here because you don't know what to do, or you're just like, is this the way it's supposed to be? Like, what is going on? Is it me? That a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of self-doubt. And I think you're starting to realize, whether you want to or not, right, that this is just not a reciprocal situation. And it looks like fall is going to be pivotal. Things are probably going to change and shift in a big way in the fall for you. And I feel like, and I said it before, control might be an issue, but I feel like this person, like I said right here, is kind of like, you had to adjust for them. Otherwise, there's no place for you. This is someone that's very much about, where we got that 4 of coins here, very much about control. And it's about their pride and ego. And to some degree, it could be yours too, because maybe you're like, I've given so much, I don't want to fail. It's a personal failure to me to have given so much and still not be able to affect change in this situation. And on a deeper level, it's like, I don't matter to this person. I don't matter enough, So there's that. Ouch, sorry. But it looks like fall is going to be pretty pivotal when things are going to start shifting, and when it's going to finally be less painful to accept this or to start processing it emotionally, because this is pretty heavy duty here. You're at the crossroads, it feels like. It feels like you're starting to question. That's the first step towards this right here. Gemini. Okay, so this would speak to, I don't want to say that, but all right. This speaks to a secret relationship, a secret romance, secret feelings or affection for someone. I'm sure that's not shocking to you, though, because you've had questions for a while. You've been wondering for a while. It's almost like you've been in crisis about this for a while. My heart is telling me just do it. I'm not the same person that you remember. And we've got that soulmate connection here. We've got someone that you've been with for quite some time, or someone from your past. It could be past issues affecting this person, changing them. But this is a person who is not how you remember them or how you think of them. This is somebody that maybe has been able to deceive you and manipulate you, but this is you starting to see them for who they are. And if they could tell you this, they would, that I'm not who you think I am. Because I can't control my pride and my ego, and I need to feel wanted and desired. And when something presents itself, I go after it. Relationship, committed, contract, whatever, be damned. I think this right here is all about pride and ego, and my heart is telling me to just do it because I need to feel a certain way in the moment all the time. It's about me, me, me. All right, Gemini. I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry if you were questioning and whatnot. This feels like a pattern that this person will always go for the high of the pursuit and the conquest and the being desired. I hope this was helpful. I do hope you're taking time away from this situation. Again, the fall is going to be pretty pivotal, and you're already starting to question and kind of come out of this sort of stupor, or starting to realize, I didn't say stupid, I said stupor, starting to realize what's what and what's going on. I wish you luck with this, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by, and I truly do wish you luck with this. I know it's very hard right now. Okay, you take care.